Hello, good afternoon, Mentorship Revolution, community, friends, and family. This is Hannah Lassiter, the founder of Mentorship Revolution. I am also the author of Poetry for Girls That Struggle, which officially released on the 22nd and made its debut premiere. So if you want to go buy my book, I would love for you to do that. Again, the name is Poetry for Girls That Struggle, and it is now available on Amazon for you to read. It is a collection of wonderful poems, and I dedicated this book to women, and pretty much recognizing that the women struggle. Women are the heroines of the world. So we are the heroines of the world, even though we struggle. So, pretty much the MR podcast is on its way to 300 plays and downloads combined. I'm excited about that because to me, any progress is progress. And I know what my numbers mean and what I've learned about numbers as far as anything, whether it's regarding business or social media. You cannot compare your numbers to other people because other people are just not you, and you are on your own path as far as your growth and your expansion, and you just have to keep delivering your best. So that's what I love that I've learned, running a business on social media. I've been on social media since I was literally 8 years old, and I joined Facebook in 2008 when I was 8 years old. I was on MySpace before then in 2006, 2007. So I've been on social media pretty much all my life. And, in the beginning, before I started Mentorship Revolution, I dealt with social media in a very personal way, such as the personal image I portray. But now that I have my business on social media, and that is a main way of me reaching people, and social media has opened up for entrepreneurs and business owners and allowed us to create our own lane so that we can attract people, supporters, customers, members to our communities. And I love that. But, it's like a balance. But I definitely decided that Mentorship Revolution would, kind of have both formats. I really created Mentorship Revolution with the vision of doing real world difference. I don't want us just to be an online forum or just an online community, even though I do think our community is online, just because majorly a lot of our communication nowadays is available online. So that's the reason why I believe in both formats. But I do see Mentorship Revolution becoming a booming business that would do workshops. We will travel and do trips. We will have, meet and greets. We will have different ways of us as community joining together in a way that leaves a difference beyond social media, So that will happen one day, you all, but I'm only 19. I started this business when I was 18 years old. So, of course, I'm learning all by trial and error, and I'm learning also by following the vision that God gave me. And I believe in acting on vision, especially when you see how you can connect the dots and you see that you have a lifetime opportunity. And that's what I believe Mentorship Revolution was when I started it. I had just finished a chapter in my life of high school, a chapter I will never get back, and it's completely done. And I was so happy and I was glowing when I graduated from high school because that chapter was much needed to end. And Mentorship Revolution was the beginning of a new chapter in my life. I started Mentorship Revolution before I even started college. So I pretty much made a sacrifice. I decided to be a college student, but also be an entrepreneur. And I can tell you right now, Mentorship Revolution isn't bringing in much money at all, if any. So right now I'm doing a lot of investing in this business, and I'm really just following the vision, and I'm walking out on faith. But I see that it's been very rewarding. And, of course, sometimes I think about it deeply, very deeply. But I do believe it's been very rewarding because I believe that, we should never regret making difference in other people's lives. And as the mission statement of Mentorship Revolution says, we care about sustaining minds and lives. And, you should never miss a day of helping someone else mentally or helping someone, in any kind of way that leaves significant impact on their lives. Because I know the difference that mentors in my life made. And if they would have came a day late or a week late or a month late, I think that would have turned out very differently. So I don't believe in waiting a day or even 2 days and making that difference. And I believe that God told me to go ahead and do it. So that's the reason why. That's just giving you some, pretty much some form of, dialect on what's really going on. But the MR podcast, we're on the way to 300 plays and downloads. So you all, I think each and every one of you that have played an episode, downloaded an episode, each one of you that has took this content and just pretty much just really help it, really listen to it and really allowed it to sink in, no matter how deep the conversation was, no matter what I was talking about, no matter whether it was regarding our success, our growth, or whether it was regarding the different seriousness I have started, or whatever it was. Maybe it was a Super Soul Sunday conversation, whatever it was. I just thank each and every one of you for downloading and playing and supporting my radio. And I just really am thankful for it. And sometimes you all, if I can give you some background secrets, I record anywhere. If I get the motivation to record, and I think that's what makes us unique, is that we're not kept in a studio. But anytime if I get the motivation to record, I just record. But I always try to make sure I'm in my element and I'm in my most sane moments when I come on, because I do want you all to understand what I'm talking about. So I try to be the organization is definitely what I'm going to improve on in 2020. I'm going to get my radio more organized and follow the script more. But I believe right now what makes us stand out is that we're not as conventional. We're more unconventional. So I just hope that you all have enjoying your day. Today is Friday. So the weekend is soon to begin. And I just hope you all have been enjoying your day. I have a big day today. I'm looking forward to an event that I will be going to, and I might come back and share with you guys how that went, how everything went. It should be fun. It should be a time for me to let my guard down more and just, enjoy. So I just wanted to tune in today with this podcast episode and pretty much talk about how we're growing, expanding. We're on our way to 300 plays and downloads, as I said. So if you want to make sure you are following us, I just published a post talking about this topic. And also I posted every link for how you can access this radio show. We're on Spotify. I post a link for that. We're on Google Podcasts. I post that link. We're on Apple Podcasts. I post that link. We're on Podcast Addict. I post that link. We're on Castbox. I posted that link. We're on Spreaker, which is where we started. So thank you, Spreaker, for letting us start, because Spreaker is where we started our radio show. It was the first place that meant the MR podcast was, the first place we were distributed to. So make sure you are following Spreaker. I just thank you all so much. And in 2020, I see us going amazing places. I see us going outside of the U.S. because there's potential that I will be going outside of the U.S. in 2020. So I just love that you all are following along. And, I'm going to make this podcast. One day you're going to look back and you're going to say the MR podcast is nothing like it was when it first started, because that's how much we're going to grow, and we're going to go forward in a way that makes dramatic impact. So I hope that you all have a nice day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay tuned for more radio, because I'm going to keep it coming. We all know that we're walking into an entire new year and decade. So, of course, I have been excited about that. And we all know, or many of you might not know, but I will be turning 20 next year. So that's kind of a big milestone in my life. probably the biggest that I've had thus far. But I just thank God for the years, and I'm just going to keep the content coming, and I'm going to remain inspired, and I want to inspire you. And I just hope that you all are enjoying your day, enjoying this season, because this season will soon be coming to an end and we'll return to regular boring days, right? So enjoy the rest of your day. This is Hannah Lassiter, the main speaker and host of the MR Podcast, the founder of Mentorship Revolution, and the author of Poetry for Girls That Struggle, and I am tuning out.